thought I'd do a tutorial on my Christmas Day look. I am going to be wearing quite a, I don't know, country chic dress. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds weird, but it's actually flannel in material, and I am going to be plaiting my hair like this. So I was thinking of what makeup am I going to do with it. So I'm going to go really classic with the eyes, but I'm going to keep all the eyeshadow on the top part of my lid, a little bit of sparkle on the eyelid, and red lips, and also beautiful NARS Exhibit blush, because there is nothing like it. So it's going to be quite simple, quite defined, but not too heavy. I don't want to have too much makeup on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's difficult to explain my country chic flannel plaid dress, but it's really cute. Anyways, I'm just gonna get started, and do let me know what you guys are gonna be wearing on Christmas Day. Hair, makeup, and dress. I would love to know, or just tag me and let me know on Instagram. I'm gonna start with my primer, and it is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. I absolutely love this primer, and I'm applying it with the MAC 190. It's quite almost sticky when you put it on, but the way it works with their HD foundation is just magic. So I'm using the Illamasqua Skinbase HD foundation, and I am a 5.5. I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I just buff it all in. Really work the foundation into your skin. Then I'm just going to use my finger and the Mercier Secret Camouflage. I am SC3, but I kind of combine both of them, and I've got two nasty spots on my chin. So I just pat it on. And if I feel like I need to blend any edges, I use the MAC 224. Ooh. And that was a little bristle that just came off. I'm going to use the NARS Pro Prime on my eyelids, and I just kind of put a little bit on the eyelid and then smooth it out with my finger. I've recently got into a habit of doing my eyebrows at this point, so we're going to do that. I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is Matte Brown 260, and I'm using my Anastasia kind of dual-ended brush. Makes life easier. I'm just going to trace kind of more or less the natural, well, not natural arch. This isn't natural arch, this is a artificial arch, because obviously I do have my eyebrows done, but I'm not gonna change this shape dramatically. I'm gonna elongate a bit because my brows are just not long enough. So yeah, I just follow my brow. This color is great because it sets the brows. In the inner corner I kind of square it off as well. But yeah, this sets the brows, it gives color, lasts forever, easy to apply. Like, what's there not to like? So I'm going to use my palette Love. This is NARS's God Created Woman. Oh my god, I am so in love with this palette. And I am going to start with, there's a shimmery color. It's very similar to, I would say, MAC Naked. It's a warm champagne. It's a gorgeous color. Any kind of warm champagne color will do the same trick, but it's not too white. It is definitely a warm beigey color, and I'm putting it all over my lid and all the way into the inner corner. I'm then taking this color, which is a little bit like MAC Copper Plate, I suppose. Copper Plate and Wedge. Wedge is a bit warmer, but I'm just going to run it in my crease very lightly, but I'm going to go all the way, so I'm going to do a full kind of banana motion, so all the way to the inner corner. But the color is so light and I've got very little in my brush, so I'm not actually going to make the inside corner particularly dark by any means. This gives like the slightest shadow, but it also kind of cleans up where we put the shimmer color. I'm going to leave my brow bone completely bare. I've been doing that a lot recently. It just feels fresher. So I'm taking my Inglot 10S brush. It's quite slim brush, and I am using this color, which is a very warm brown with a hint of shimmer. I am so in love with this color, but it does fall out a little bit, so beware of that. And I am doing my outer V with this color. I'm pulling it back into the lash line. I am not going all the way to the outer edge. I'm going to keep it quite high up the V and just keep working on the shade. And once you're happy with it, go back into your bigger blending brush. This one happens to be the 217 by MAC, and then just blend the shape out. And I'm going to go, after blending, I'm going to go over it, and I'm actually going to now take super dark brown and the chocolate brown and mix them together and go over that shape another time. So from the front it looks kind of like this just before we start doing kind of the smoke, not a smoked out eyeliner, it's just a soft eyeliner. I'm going to use the Hourglass, this is called, there's a number here, 1.5 millimeter mechanical gel liner. Now be careful with this, don't turn it up too high or it breaks. I know, I've done it. So I'm just going to start smudging this into the lash line, really smudge it out. You don't have to be too careful with kind of how tidy the line is, because it's all going to be kind of smoked out. So just concentrate on getting the color into the lash line. So I have a MAC 231, and I'm going to take the black color that it also is, it's kind of flecked with gold, and I'm going to use that color and the small brush to really smudge and smoke out this liner. And then I kind of join up with that V, but really lightly. I'm not adding any more color onto it, but essentially the shape you're left with is this line starts very fine. I didn't go all the way to the inner corner, and then it kind of curves up. And then I'm just gonna blend one more time to make sure there's no harsh lines anymore. And we're gonna do mascara. Now, because I just did my LVL lashes again, the Length Lift Volume treatment, I have a few videos ago, I have a review of that. I'm just going to use Blinc mascara, and this is a tubing mascara, so I'm not curling my lashes, I'm not using particularly volumizing mascara, I'm not doing anything like that at all. I am just using this because really my lashes are like super curled already. If I didn't have the LVL lash treatment, I would curl my lashes, apply tons of mascara or fake lashes, probably the Red Cherry 43, as they are my favorite. But right now, because of the treatment, my lashes just have loads of lift and volume already, so I just need the tiniest bit of mascara. On a normal day, I don't even wear mascara when I have this. Okay, that was enough of extreme close-up. I'm just gonna clean up under my eyes with a little bit of foundation, because that warm brown sparkly color does tend to fall out a bit. Actually, well, let's do under eye concealer at the same time. I'm using Bourjois CC under eye cream in 22, and I'm just going to dot it quite far from under my eyes, and I'm blending it with my 224 from MAC. I'm not using a separate highlighter at all today, so we are kind of using this as to highlight the cheekbones as well. I am going to add some Rimmel Scandaleyes in Nude on my lower lash line, but really, if I do it when I'm in close-up, I realize it looks really scary and kind of gross. So best just to do it here, and there isn't a specific technique to this anyway, so you don't really need to see it close-up. Just kind of brightens and opens my eyes up. I just realized that for the shimmer, I'm gonna need to zoom in again. So we are going to be using Makeup Forever Diamond Powder 1, and I'm going to set it with the Aqua Seal. So we're gonna, I'll show you in close up, but first I'll show you what I do. So I put some of the Aqua Seal on my hand, and then I dip the brush here, dip it onto the Aqua Seal and press it on my lid. So decide not to go quite as close. Brush is wet with Aqua Seal. I dip it into the pot of diamond powder. I tend to kind of just get it on my hand first anyways. And then just very, very lightly press it onto the lid. And try and keep your lid kind of closed until the Aqua Seal dries. But I do use quite a lot of Aqua Seal because I don't want the glitter traveling everywhere. But really just kind of very, very lightly do this and let it dry. I'm gonna use my favorite powder and my Suku blending brush. I'm gonna put that just around my eyes, around my nose, here where I get kind of larger pores, also on my chin and on my forehead, but that's it for the powder. Now, because it's Christmas, I'm going to use NARS Exhibit A. This is one of my favorite blushes ever, but if you are quite fair, be careful here. This works with so many skin tones, but you do have to be light-handed. I'm using it with the Tom Ford blush brush. I'm using the tiniest amount, and I'm going to literally go on the apples of my cheek. So I have the color on one side, then I flip the brush over and just blend it. This is such a beautiful color, gorgeous for any type of vintage look, but if you're not tan or darker, you gotta be careful with how much you apply. And yeah, I just use the other side to blend, 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 and blend. But there's no color that's quite like it, so I do love it. Then lips, MAC's Trust in Red. And I'm gonna go really, really to the edge of my lip. If you've got bigger lips, then you might minimize that eye, kind of go all the way to the edge of my lip. And I kind of fill in a little bit as well. With red, I always make sure that you got the outer corners. The lipstick kind of meets. And then because it's Christmas and I'm feeling daring, Tom Ford, and it is number 10 Cherry Lush. Oh my god. Now I normally use this, as you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't, use it with a lip brush. Because I'm feeling daring, we're going straight from the bullet. So that's it, that's the look finished. Let me know what your Christmas look is going to be. I'm dying to know what everybody's gonna wear and like what your makeup is gonna be. But thank you so much for watching. Next week I'm gonna do my end of year favorites. I think last year I called it the Sannis or something like that. Not sure I'm gonna do something quite that dramatic this year. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.